The observation deck of the Resolute hummed with quiet tension as Bella stood before the panoramic viewport, watching the Crithian armada assemble in the void. Thousands of warships, their hulls gleaming with bioluminescent patterns, formed a crescent that could swallow entire worlds. Behind her, Faraz studied the tactical display with the calm focus that had made him humanity's youngest fleet commander. "They're hailing us again," Bella said, her voice carrying the weariness of 6 months of failed negotiations. As humanity's chief diplomat, she had exhausted every avenue, every protocol, every plea for coexistence. The galaxy had given them nothing but contempt. Faraz joined her at the viewport, his reflection ghosting over the stars. "What did they say this time?" "The same thing they always say. Surrender our colony worlds, accept tributary status. Acknowledge that humanity is inferior." She spoke the last word like poison on her tongue. The irony wasn't lost on either of them. Humanity had emerged onto the galactic stage with open hands and hopeful hearts. They had shared their music, their literature, their technology. They had asked only for a place among the stars, a chance to learn and grow alongside species that had sailed the cosmos for millennia. Instead, they had found the Galactic Concordat, an empire of ancient races who viewed younger species as resources to be exploited or threats to be eliminated. Humanity's rapid technological advancement, their adaptability, their stubborn refusal to accept predetermined roles, it had frightened the Concordat in ways they would never admit. "The evacuation of New Terra is complete," Faraz reported, pulling up the status reports. "Same with Kepler 442. We've pulled every civilian back behind the Sol defense line." Bella nodded, but her heart ached with each world abandoned. Those colonies had been humanity's dreams made manifest, terraformed gardens in the black, proof that they could thrive among the stars. Now they stood empty, sacrificed to buy time for what came next. "They think we're running," she said quietly. "Let them think that." Faraz's tone hardened with something she'd rarely heard from him, not anger but resolve forged in disappointment. "For 6 months you've given them every chance. You've been brilliant, Bella, patient beyond measure, but some species only understand one language." The tactical display shifted, revealing the true scope of what humanity had been preparing, while Bella negotiated. The Concordat saw retreating refugees. They didn't see the fortress Sol had become, didn't detect the weapons humanity had quietly positioned throughout the system, didn't suspect that every abandoned colony now housed automated defense networks of terrifying sophistication. Humanity had tried peace. They had compromised, accommodated, and appealed to reason. They had been met with ultimatums and contempt. The galaxy had made its choice, and now humanity would make theirs. "Incoming transmission," the communications officer announced. "It's the Crithian Supreme Admiral. Priority channel." The holographic display shimmered to life, revealing Commander Thraxazel, his chitinous face arranged in what passed for a sneer among his kind. "Human diplomat. Your time has expired. Surrender, or watch your species burn." Bella stepped forward, and something in her demeanor had changed. The diplomat's mask fell away, revealing the steel beneath. "Commander Thraxazel, for 6 months I have begged you for peace. I have shown you our art, our compassion, our desire for coexistence. I have offered compromises, trade agreements, cultural exchanges. I have done everything within my power to avoid what comes next." She paused, letting the weight of her words settle. "You mistook mercy for weakness, patience for fear. You believed that because we sought peace, we were incapable of war." Faraz moved beside her, his presence a silent reinforcement. "You are about to learn the difference between a species that cannot fight and a species that chooses not to." Thraxazel's mandibles clicked with amusement. "Brave words from initiating Protocol Prometheus," Faraz interrupted, his voice carrying across every channel in the system. Throughout human space, ships that had seemed dormant roared to life. Weapons that had been hidden powered up. The colonies the Concordat thought abandoned revealed themselves as traps, their gravity wells suddenly bristling with railgun platforms and missile batteries. Humanity's true fleet emerged from behind Luna and the asteroid belt. Not the merchant vessels and survey ships the galaxy had seen, but warships built in secret, incorporating every lesson learned from species that had been fighting since humanity still huddled in caves. The humans had been students, absorbing everything the galaxy taught them. They had learned Crithian shield harmonics, studied Velcorian weapon systems, analyzed every battle in the Concordate's long history. They had taken that knowledge and improved upon it with the innovative desperation of a species fighting for survival. This is Commander Faraz of the Terran Defense Fleet to all Concordate forces. You are in violation of human sovereign space. You have rejected every overture of peace. You have threatened our worlds and demanded our subjugation. His voice carried across the void like judgment. By your own choice, you have taught humanity a new language. We are fluent now. The first salvo from Earth's hidden platform struck the Crithian formation with devastating precision. Shields that had withstood centuries of conventional warfare flickered and died against weapons that shouldn't exist. Shouldn't have been developed by a species barely a century into spaceflight. Bella watched the battle unfold, her heart heavy with what might have been. We tried peace, she whispered. Faraz's hand found hers, a brief gesture of shared grief for the path not taken. And we'll remember that we tried. When this is over, when we've won, we'll build something better. But first we survive. The Resolute surged forward, joining the human fleet as it demonstrated to an shocked galaxy. What happens when you corner a species capable of splitting atoms, reaching for the stars and dreaming of peace, then force them to choose war instead? Humanity had tried peace. The galaxy had chosen war. Now they would see what humans could do when they stopped asking permission to exist.